The industry changed rapidly. Once the Panama Canal opened in 2016, larger vessels were able to transit through the canal, and so they started becoming more commonplace on the East Coast. And we needed to make sure we had the cranes and the infrastructure to be able to support these vessels. We had to make sure we could turn them around in the river, we could clear the power lines, and so most of the investment over the last number of years have allowed us to be able to accommodate these ships. The one next to us is 1,200 feet long. It's a Neo-Panamax class vessel that's in the Trans-Pacific service, and these are the workhorses on the East Coast right now. So the port in Wilmington is just under 300 acres, and we're about evenly split between container and general cargo. From a basic standpoint, the global supply chain is severely strained, and essentially there's a lack of capacity along each step of the way. The major stories are the delays outside of the ports. You see 70 or 80 vessels outside of LA Long Beach. There's delays on some of the East Coast ports where vessels actually can't get to the dock, or they're delayed getting to the dock. But that's not the only piece. The cargo can't get discharged into the yard because there's a lack of space. It can't get moved out because there's a lack of truck drivers. It can't get offloaded into a warehouse because there's a lack of movement from there. So it's each step of the supply chain has some limited capacity, has challenges, and it's impacting the overall, and that's what we're seeing. We've seen for the last several months, and it's forecast to go into 2022, and some say even beyond. This is not a U.S. problem. Obviously, that's the focus of a lot of the news stories here, but there's similar delays in Asia, there's similar delays in Europe. Carriers who operate these ships are evaluating their supply chains, making decisions whether they drop ports, change rotations, call alternate ports. Obviously, from the start of COVID, certainly the easy thing to point to, factories shut down, there was quarantines around the world. There was also a quick return of demand and consumer purchasing and restocking requirements, all while you have the background COVID impact and ongoing quarantines in various areas. So it certainly led to the challenges, and we continue to see some of these quarantines going forward. It'll have similar impact.